Good afternoon, Muttonistas. The dark days of the international break are now behind us and club football is back. Often a tricky time to play just after the break because, as Manchester City are one of the best teams in the country, we have so many players who are away on international duty. Brentford have proved to be a banana skin in the past when there's been international stuff before or afterwards, so let's hope today is the routine win I'm hoping for and not another banana skin. Join me for today's Matchday vlog. So this is actually a run of 4 home games for City. I've been horrendously busy. I've got merchandise coming out next week and I'm going to leave a link in the description box about that. But I'm just going to have a very swift pint and then head to the stadium because it is close to the game. And the team news, of course, is already out. Rodri on the bench. I guess he is going to be played a hell of a lot and he's getting one more game to rest. He's on the bench, as I said. So is Foden. Kyle Walker comes back in and Rico Lewis is playing. No Guardiola. I'm not sure who's going to be left back and right back there. And also great to see Johnny Stones back in the team. Ake's injured, so Akanji keeps his place. And up front, Grealish and Savinho, never sure quite how to call him, but that should be exciting. Gundogan and Kovacic in the middle. I hope we can carry on winning without Rodri. Kovacic has been playing well. And we have Kevin De Bruyne, of course, in the middle of the park and Erling Haaland up top. I'm hoping we're just going to grind out a 2-0 win. I don't think it'll be a silly score because Brentford are decent. But they have lost Ivan Toney and Vissa and Mbeumo. Whilst they're good, they don't have his cutting edge. Anyway, quick pint and then off to the ground. Okay, Muttonistas, spotted a porter that I've not had before, Biscoff Lucaria, Thornbridge Brewery in Derbyshire, great brewery, they do Jaipur, one of my absolute favourites, and it's 4.5% and described as an ice cream porter, so I hope it's not too sweet. It's a little sweet, not too bad actually. It's like a milk porter to be honest, but it is very, very nice. I'm going to have to drink this really quickly though, so I can get the tram to the ground. And just one thing to add, nitro porters and stouts are the best, but cask does give quite a smooth delivery, unlike keg without the nitrogen, where the head disappears in a few seconds flat. Anyway, I declare myself match fit. Come on, City.
Oh, the goal for the fly. Oh, yeah!
Well, even 9 minutes in, this is not looking like an easy fixture. I was still setting up when the Brentford goal went in, straight from the kick-off, but they've had a couple of forays since that. Come on, City, get into gear. equaliser came. City robbed Brentford in the middle of the park, and Kevin De Bruyne played a pass. The ball came over to Haaland. It did take a deflection, but enough power in the shot to beat the keeper. City 1, Brentford 1. Brentford have been looking very composed on the ball, but were pressing very hard and high up the pitch. They'd left themselves open to a good long ball from Ederson, and when the defender couldn't initially deal with the ball, Erling was in, and you just knew he was going to score. City 2, Brentford 1. Is it going to be a third consecutive hat-trick for Haaland? So half-time, City 2, Brentford 1, and City were really slow out of the blocks there. The goal virtually straight from the kick-off, and then Ederson had to save a good chance that Brentford could have taken to go 2-0 up, but we did grow into the game, thankfully. Bit of luck with the equaliser because it took a deflection, but we had put a lot of pressure on the Brentford goal by that time, and these things do happen. And then I thought Brentford were playing with fire. They weren't playing against Southampton today. That high press, leaving themselves a little bit bare bones at the back, and when you put Erling Haaland one-on-one with somebody, if you don't get the ball first, he's going to race in, bearing on goal and score. Lovely chipped finish over the keeper. Brentford still do look dangerous. They're pretty accomplished. They keep the ball well and they break the press sometimes, so we've got to be careful. I think one more will do it, but let's hope that we don't concede at the other end. Come on, City. Well, at half-time, Rodri has come on for Kovacic, which is a good move, I think. I think Kovacic was playing with fire. That tackle at the end of the first half could have got him into a lot of trouble, but thankfully only a yellow. We need Rodri to have game time, and this 2 right-back thing has been ditched, and Cavadiol's come on for Rico Lewis. 9 minutes left, and City have made a lot of chances here, and we haven't put this game to bed yet. Brentford seem a bit tired, and Brentford have been running their legs off, but there's still a danger here. Come on, get that third goal, City. Right, Muttonistas, I am in the Quarterhouse Beer and Barbecue House. I've got the Jute Session Pale Ale because it goes well with some spicy food, which was served very quickly, and I probably should have come here before again. But as long as the food's good, I think this is actually a winner. I've got beef brisket Mexican tacos with a hottish sauce, and I've got chicken wings in a very hot sauce. And that was in a raspberry chipotle sauce, the brisket, very nice, although the meat could be a little juicier, I'd say. Maybe I've just come at the wrong time of day. And their hottest chicken wings. I think I'll be gasping for a slurp after these. So yes, those chicken wings are hot, they're meaty, they're not putting me through the bowels of hell. They are very spicy, but they're not like hot, hot, hot as described on the menu. Having said that, I'll need a quick slurp. And yeah, this keg-style Jute Session Pale Ale is actually quite suitable with this sort of food. I wouldn't have it on its own, I'd prefer something from a cask. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this, and we're going to go somewhere else a bit quieter to bring you my post-match thoughts. Right, Muttonistas, back at my local Reasons to be Cheerful near Burnage Station on Fog Lane, and that was a very, very tasty bit of barbecue. I intend to actually feature that pre-match. I'm hoping for the Watford game on a week on Tuesday, but I'm not quite sure about that at the moment. Anyway, of course, we have to have London Black here, and most of the city centre venues were either not serving beer that I particularly like, or had very loud music, which means I can't really film. But anyway, great to be back here. And that is bang on form. If you're in Didsbury, give it a go. I believe they're going to rotate it briefly and put it back on, so check on their website to see whether it's on or not. And as for the match itself, I was actually caught out by the early goal, but from what I saw and what I saw when I reviewed the footage on television, it was a bad series of mistakes by the City defenders. A little bit of Walker, a lot of Johnny Stones, unfortunately, and a bit of Edison. So we were on the back foot almost immediately, and Brentford could have made it 2-0. A good save from Edison. Thankfully, the ball was basically shot straight at him. We started to get a bit of a grip after that, but I felt as if some bizarre experiment was being performed by Guardiola. Two right-backs, Lewis and Walker, and some of our players who were playing their first game, like Walker, weren't really up to speed, in my opinion. And I don't particularly think Lewis was doing anything wrong. He was just being played totally out of position, which really isn't something you should try against a polished outfit like Brentford, in my opinion. And so, thankfully, City did grow into the game, and, of course, we do have that lethal weapon in Erling Haaland. A nice move involving Walker, and then De Bruyne playing a fast, accurate pass. And Haaland's shot actually hit the defender, but it was hit so hard that it ended up going into the goal, looping over the keeper. So maybe you could say it was a fortuitous goal, but sometimes they do obviously go in, those ones do. And then Brentford, who were pressing really high throughout, well, in my opinion, they were taking a massive gamble. And then when Edison actually found a superb ball all the way to Haaland, and once the defender couldn't deal with it initially, then Haaland was set free. We all knew he was going to score, chipped the ball beautifully over the keeper. In the second half, yes, some necessary changes, Rodri coming on, and also Gvardiol. I think it balanced and settled the team a lot better, and City really did take a grip on the game. The start of the second half was a bit dull and bitty, but City did get a grip and took a stranglehold on the game, and for a while Brentford couldn't get out. Lots of good chances, Haaland hitting the woodwork twice, but we did need that third goal. I was very worried, and I was quite right to be worried, because Brentford had a couple of moments, particularly that one at the end where the ball flashed past the post. But anyway, job done. I think we managed to grind out a win there. Great weekend to win, given Liverpool lost at home to Nottingham Forest. I did say that the game after the international break can sometimes do funny things. So Muttonistas, 4 wins out of 4 for City, top of the league. We scored more goals than anybody else. In fact, Haaland has scored more goals than anybody other than City. A lot of content coming your way soon. 3 more games in 9 days, all at home. First of all, Champions League, first game in the new format at home to Inter, then a massive game against Arsenal on Sunday, and then the Carabao Cup against Watford. I'm going to wrap things up here, folks, and I'm really tired. That showed itself by the fact that I had very little energy this afternoon, just a quick pint, and then the food came afterwards. But I've got plenty of interesting food and drink content, as well as all the in-match action coming up for those 3 games. So please remember to keep sharing and telling your friends about my videos. Keep hitting that like button. Get me well up that algorithm so more people get to see my content. Remember to subscribe as well, that's very important. But the most important thing, Muttonistas, is don't forget, you can't beat a bit of mutton.
Sign us up.